you an early childhood manager, leader, owner, day nursery owner, and struggle with your staff looking after the nursery, the play space, the outdoor environment? Hello, I'm Stephanie Rennie. I'm just one half of the Curiosity Approach, and thank you for coming to see our Curiosity Approach YouTube channel. If you haven't met us before, click the subscribe button below, because our aim is to each week, each month, bring you inspiration and ideas. So getting back to that discussion about, do you get so fed up that the nursery, the early childhood environment, the kindergarten, whatever it is, isn't being looked after, respected, cared for and loved by your team and your colleagues? Maybe you come in of a morning and the place is in disarray. Nothing's been loved or looked after, and resources aren't put back where they belong. Now, I've been a nursery owner for over 20 years and I understand those challenges. And in our Curiosity Approach Academy, we help owners, leaders and managers to overcome these challenges and give you some simple hints and tips to have your environment, the children's environment, being looked after, cared and respected. Now, to get you started, we'll give you a little insight on what we talk about in the bonus module of our Curiosity Approach Master Plan. The first thing to think about is it's not all about them. It's all about us as well, the leader, the manager, the owner. And are we doing enough to ensure those high expectations? Do we have to turn the lens on ourselves and ensure that the culture that has been created has been embodied by those values? Those values are your North Star, what guide your team. So if you want your team to look after the nursery, the play space, the environment for children, then we need to think about your values. What are your values? Do you know what your values are, or are they just a list on the wall? If we, the early childhood leader, owner, manager, don't know our own settings, values, how can we expect the team to know them and to live by them? So the first thing you want to do, if you want to get over that struggle of having a unloved environment, is to revisit your values. And this isn't a job for us to do and put on them. This has to be a whole group collaboration, a coming together, unifying us and having those reflective conversations and deciding as a team what those values are. Now, for me at my settings, one of the values, most important values, was respect. And we talked about respect, but what does respect mean? And respect for what? When you talk about respect with your team, think about respect for the environment, respect for each other, respect for the resources, but most importantly, respect for the children. Because at the end of the day, this is their environment. This is their play space. This is their third teacher. And if we're not respecting the resources, we're not respecting the environment, then we're most certainly not respecting the child. So the next step is you've decided on your values and only come up with a number, a small number, 3 or 5 of them, because you don't want too many, because that's too hard to embed. Have 3 to 5 that you can really focus on and really reflect upon and really put into action. So when you've decided on your values, and we're going to talk about respect because we're talking about respecting the environment, aren't we? What does respect mean? Because respect to me may mean different things to respect to you. We all live from our own past experiences and our lives and have our own thinking and ideas. So what does respect look like for you and respect look like for me? What does it look like for your other members of the team? And have that discussion. And what does that look like in action? How can we show respect for the environment? What does that stand for? What are the actions that we have to take to demonstrate respect? Respect for children, the environment, each other, the equipment, the resources, but most certainly the child. And remember, when you're respecting the environment, you're respecting your colleagues, because we're all working in unison for a common goal, and then your values create your culture. And then it's up to us, the leaders and managers, the room leaders, the deputies, the management team, and each other, to hold each other accountable to ensure these actions, these values are seen in action every day. And if they're not, why not? Let's question it, because we all decided, we all came together and agreed that this was one of our values. And we all came together as a team and agreed that this is what it looked like in action. So you're no longer, those team members are no longer living by those values. Why not? And you have to question that in the moment, in a mindful, respectful way, and draw people back who aren't meeting those values and questioning why and how could they and what could they do next time in the moment, and not leave it and then wonder why your nursery, your setting looks like a complete tip, because your values weren't put into action and we weren't living by them every single day. That creates the culture. Now, I could tell you a whole number of other ways we get the team on board to look after the environment, because it cannot be 15 minutes at the end of the day, because guaranteed your setting's open till 6 o'clock. Everybody's going to want to rush out the door at 6 o'clock. And it's no wonder you, as a leader, manager, owner, looks around when everybody's gone and some jobs haven't been done, or the paint pots haven't been washed, or the stuff's stuck and dumped in the sink, because there hasn't been time, a routine and a rhythm to the day. This is all stuff we talk about in our Curiosity Approach Academy. When you come and join our master plan, myself, Stephanie and Lindsay, and we help transform not just your provision of what it looks like, but your practice too. It's a philosophy, it's a way of being, it's a mindful way of being. It's understanding that everything we do is central, the child is central. And so if we are not looking after the environment, if our team is not looking after the environment, then we're not serving the children to our highest ability. Want to know more? Come and join the Curiosity Approach Master Plan. Comment curious below, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye.